Hello everyone. Today we are going to create our first dashboard, you can say. So in order to do that, we will create some more visualizations using the same data we have. If you don't know how to import data into Power BI, I showed it in my previous video. Please check that out. So this is the structure of the data. We have the date field, we have the order number field, we have sales channel, we have quantity and sales. So that means we have 6 columns here. Let's see what more insights we can find out from this data. So the best practice is keeping the same thing and create a duplicate of that same page. So we created the duplicate, we rename it over, let's rename it as dashboard. So first thing first, we want to get rid of this one. The best practice, as I said, was creating a copy, is because as we have deleted this one, we don't have to regret that we don't have the previous visual. When you are finalized with this new dashboard page, and if you don't want the other one, then you can delete, of course. So yes, we have this one, we can keep it. We just want to make it smaller. See, we can just drag it and make it smaller here and make it this big, I can say. See, we have the channel names on the side. Maybe we want it on the bottom. How we do that? We double click this one, then go to visual, go to legend, and from center right position, go to bottom center. We don't need the title, so we just remove the title. So we have only the sales channels, but see, it doesn't show properly which sales channels are there. So we can make the sales channel name smaller. Maybe 8 is fine. Now you can see everything is there. And let's go to title and let's make it 14. We don't need this big. So this is our sales channel data. Let me check again if it is aligned with this one or not. So how do we do that? We can click any one of these and click to resize it and check that if it is aligned with the red mark. So the sales channel data we already have here. So let's go to the second one. So let's say we have the data structure here. Notice very interesting thing. We have the date field here in the Power BI, but Power BI automatically detected the date field and created a date hierarchy. So it gives you year, quarter, month, and day, everything. So how you can use it? Let me show you. So let's create a graph where we show every month sale for every year. How do we do that? We can try the visualization from here. We will maybe select, see, there are stacked bar chart, stacked column chart. Maybe we will do the clustered column chart here because it will best describe our sales. Make it a little bit bigger. So now we are going to find out the sales here. This is the sum of sales. So we want to divide it by the month. So how we do that? We click here on the add data. You can click and you can click month. So we have all the months here, but there is one problem. So it is giving you the sum of month for each month, and it is just adding all the years. Like for example, for April, it is giving you the April 2021, 2022, 2023, and giving you the sum. So what we can do to prevent, we can create a legend here. Create legend, date, and from date hierarchy, select year. This is it. You have the visual with all the January sales, you have the visual with February sales, March sales, April and May. So you can follow the pattern how it is looking like. So let's do some beautification first. We change the background again. So previously I showed you when we double click we can format the thing. If you don't double click, you just click here and you have the data option and format option here. If you don't have the format option here, go to view and select the format. If you have unselected, this one gone. You have selected, this one came back again. So here we click here in the title, and from the title we change it month by month sales, or whatever title you want to keep. Okay, we have the title here. So click here and maybe we can go to size and style, go to background and make the color same as my previous one, and just make another border for it so that we can easily identify our visual. So right now you can see that we have the trend for January, February, March, April, and in the May we can see that we have 2023 data that is only smaller because we don't have the full month data of May. So this is a clear-cut technique of how you can analyze the sales. You can easily see January data is showing us that we are on growth. On February we are on growth, but on March we have a little bit less sales than previous year. On April we have less sales than previous year April, so it is a good comparison. This is one thing, and let me show you some other insights we can get from the data. So for example, we have this data, we have the product ID, so we can very quickly find out how many products we have right now that is selling. How we do that? We can create a card visual. See, the card visual is here, and select the product ID. And right now when we selected the product ID, it is showing the first product ID. So from your data set, it is getting the first product ID for you, but we don't want that. So what do we want? We want to count the product ID so that we can find out how many products we have. So see, there are two options. So let me go with the count and tell you what happens with the count. So when we select the count, it gives you the product ID count, how many times it is showing in your data. But let me try the count distinct. That distinct count means we have the distinct product ID. That means we have 678 product IDs, which is sold multiple times, and we have the number like the previous number, 84,000 times we sold that product. So this shows how many product we have currently active. So count of product ID. So let me rename that and say that product count. So it gives you a little bit of idea how many products we are selling. We make it this big, but let's double click this and change the sizes. First thing first, we change the same background, gray, and visual border we need. And right now, size and position collapse. Go to call out value and make it only 20. I think 20 is enough for me. And category level, we can make it 10. Okay, so this is the product count. Okay, now we do what? Now for example, we want to see how many what should I say, like how many quantity we sold overall. Keep this visual and copy the visual. You can either copy it from here or click Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. So why are we copying it? So that we have the same format. So right now what we copied it, click here on product count, click, and on quantity we click. So we see we have the sum of quantity here. We can say quantity sold. Let's keep it here. Okay, and make it bigger, make this one bigger. So you notice one thing, these are not of same size. So how we can make those of same size? There are two ways. You can either select this one, go to format, size and style, make the height 120 and click here, make the height 120. So we have the same height. The width is 186 here. We check the width of this one, this is 186, so we have the same width. So now both of them are of same size, and yes, we have it here. So we have product count, quantity sold. We also want to know what is the sum of sales. So copy it again and paste it again and click here from quantity sold to sum of sales. You can see that we have the sum of sale is 25.47. So again, for example, we don't have the same size here. You want to make the same size, drag it to the other visual and make it the same size, then come back. Easy, right? What else we can find? For example, how many sales channel we have. Again copy, again paste, click here, and just from changing from sales to sales channel, it is again giving us the first sales channel, but we want the count distinct. So there are 7 sales channel. So we rename it sales channel 7. So as we have more space here, we click everything all together, go to format, go to call out value and make it 26, and category label make it 14, I guess. Yes, let's try multi-row card. So what is multi-row card? It is almost the same as card visual, but only thing is the multi-row card has options. You can create multiple cards in under the same place. So how we can use that? So we are interested in finding out what is the minimum order date and what is the maximum order date for our data set. So let me show you and then explain a little bit more. So this is our multi-row card, add data, click date. So see, when we click date, it gives us all the date, year, quarter and everything, because it created an automatic hierarchy here and it gives you everything. But we don't want everything. What we want is, we want only the date. So right click, from date hierarchy, click date. So right now it is giving us all the dates from first to last, but we don't want that as well, because we don't need to find out all the date numbers. We only need the last date of our data and first date of our data. So right click earliest, and it gives you 1/1/2021. That means we have the earliest date, that is 1/1/2021. Secondly, do the same thing, click date again, and right click from date hierarchy, click date. It is again giving us all the data, but we don't want that. We only want the latest data. So right now you can see that we have the earliest date that is 1/1/2021, and we have the latest date that is 5/3/2023. That means from after 5/3 we did not get any more recent data or anything. So we got these two. We can have some more interesting insight in this multi-row card. Click add data, click on sales. So it is giving us the sum of sales, but we don't want the sum, we want minimum of sales. So what does it mean is minimum of sales means that what number is the minimum from the sales column. So we can go to data view, and we can click the sales, and we can see we have a lot of different numbers, but we want to find out what number was the smallest. So we have the smallest number, that is 152, and it is in the bracket, so that means it is a negative 150. What does it actually mean? It means that maybe we have returned the item to the customer, so we lost $150. That's an interesting insight, that we have the return or lost sales as well. So let's create another one and click sales, change it from sum to maximum, and we can see the maximum amount of sale we had was $12,900. So it gives you a little bit of understanding of how much one order can be. And if you want to get a little bit insight of your data more, then click sales again, right click and make it average. So it gives you the average number, that is 30221.2194. Okay, so let's go here, visual values, and we have the category labels here, cards here. We can make it a little bit smaller. I think 10 is fine, and then category levels is 10 is fine. Okay, so we can change the, like we can do some bordering here as well if you need, or not. I don't feel like we don't need any, we need any border right now, so we don't need it. We only change the size and style, make it background color as like all others, and give it a border visual. So here is your quick insight of your data and how it is, how you can determine like what is the average sales order, what is the maximums of sales, what is the minimum of sales, and everything. That's it. You can see we have a nice sales overview. Make it from sales overview to, I guess, what we can do, let's see, shape style, then go to text and make it sales dashboard. Now have a look at this. What kind of information you can get from here? We can get the total product count. We can get how many quantity we have sold right now in total, how much sales we have done so far, how many sales channel we have, what kind of data set we have, what kind of sales number from each and every channel, and what is the monthly sales trend from our data set. Let me know which one you like, this one as the simplest one or this one as a little bit of understanding of how your data is doing. So that's it for today, and as time goes you will gain expertise on Power BI for sure. Thank you so much for staying with me. Please subscribe my channel. Bye bye.